7 a.m. We're on our way to drive my brother Drewski to the airport. I'll be spending the week in Florida this week. How nice!
How nice.
We'll just be dropping him off at the airport and saying toodaloo, coming back home to good old Lynchburg.
It's my first flight, so I watched an airplane movie a few days ago. Denzel Washington.
Called Flight.
Called Flight. So.
Oh, and this is your first flight?
Yeah.
That probably wasn't a wise choice.
So, yeah, I hope I don't get
Hey, don't
pilot
worry. Everyone came through, didn't they?
No. Only 4 people. So.
Don't look at the sun. Don't look at it. You're looking at it, I'm sure. So yeah, it's his first flight.
Thanks for doing that.
I remember those days. Like 3 years ago. So supposedly this guy up here is stealing signs. Apparently that's what Drew says. I'm making it inconspicuous. He's got signs in his car.
Stealing.
He must be stealing them then. Chris is like, maybe he's installing them. We're like, oh, maybe. But he's got like a bunch of signs in his front seat, so who knows? He's probably stealing them.
Usually when you install signs, you drive a more official vehicle.
Yeah, you probably...
Not a Chrysler.
Aren't you supposed to be driving like an actual state-funded car?
So, since Drew is going to be going on his first flight ever, I figured I would give him some helpful tips on what to do and what not to do while flying. Tip number 1. Do not stare the flight attendants into the eyes. This can sometimes cause an aggressive reaction and cause you to be thrown off the plane while in the air. Tip number 2. Never, ever, ever fart in mid-flight. This has something to do with the pressure of the cabin. It could cause the plane to just literally engulf itself and be crushed and kill everybody. Tip number 3. When in the restroom, do not do a number 2. Okay? You ever heard of that statement, I just dropped a bomb? Exactly. You know what I'm getting at. And finally, tip number 4. When rushing the pilot, never hesitate. Just go for the throat. Hey guys, are you feeling upset, down, or just downright grumpy today? Well, see the license plate? It says cheer up. So, cheer up, huh? Alright, so we're about to drop Drew off at the airport on his first flight ever, and I think he's about to throw up from nervousness. So I went over the procedure for him. I told him the legit things, what to do, and making sure he gets his boarding pass and everything. But I think he's gonna be all right. It's just crazy to think I'll never see you. I mean, I'm trying to make him really nervous. Being nervous just makes the flight better. Let's give him let's make him feel a little bit awkward since he's at an airport. Drew, remember, all praise Allah. We are back now after having taken Drew to the airport, and our goal is to get some schoolwork done while the dinner for 10 nights, dinner with the Cooters, also a new segment called Cinema Sunday. anyways, it's actually going to be every Sunday we're going to watch a new movie or a movie, and we're going to tell you about it, rate it, tell you sort of likes, dislikes, stuff like that. So that begins tonight, so look forward to that. But all along, we're going to be having a massive, what's it called, pot roast?
It's a sirloin tip roast, and it cooks for 2.5 hours. It's gonna be so delicious. It's gonna be so good. I don't even like red meat that much, but it's gonna be good.
It's going to be fantastic. I've been wanting this for a long time. So, we're looking forward to it.
Well, it's Sunday afternoon, and that means that we're getting ready for dinner with the Cooters, so we gotta get started.
So Danielle decided the other night to try and grow her own onions, right? What are they
Green
called?
onions.
Green onions.
Yep.
And you can see here, you put this on when?
Yesterday.
What time yesterday?
Yesterday at... It was around this time, actually.
And you can see here,
I'll pull it out so you can see how fast these little boogers are growing. Okay, so I cut them. I had a bunch of green onions in the fridge. I didn't use them all, so instead of them just going bad, I cut them all, and then you place them in water. As you can see, my original cut was here, and since yesterday, that's how much they've grown. So if you see a major, 24 hours of growing, it's quite a bit, and they're all growing like that. They're just bursting through. So no more green onions that we'll have to buy.
what are you cooking now?
I'm making a vegetable spiral. So what I have to do first, I have to cook down the onions here, which smells awesome. And then I'm going to be adding garlic to this. And this is going to be the base. And so the onions and the cooked garlic go down here. And then we have zucchini, yellow squash, and tomatoes and potatoes. They're going to go every other one to make kind of a spiral, and then you bake it with Parmesan cheese on top, and it's delicious.
It is.
Use it.
It's like barely able to get through it.
Look at that. Aerial view. Cutters.
So my wife just presented me the dessert of the night, and it looks like something you would get on like some sort of luxurious hotel vacation or luxurious cruise. I'm gonna show you guys. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Here it goes.
It's gonna be messy.
Oh.
Oh my god, Jess, I'm so sorry.
I don't have one.
That's epic.
Jess, I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness. I have to go so I can eat this more. In recognition for the first installment of Cinema Sunday, this week we will be watching Lawless. Alright, so we just got done watching Lawless, and I loved it. However, there were some negative facts or negative parts to it. And what I mean by that is we had nudity that was not in what we expected. Both Jordan and I read up on it and did not see anything about nudity. So we failed there. But there's nudity on it, and the gore is like out of this world. Gore to me is not a big thing. It appeals to me as a guy. and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So that's me, but the nudity is not something I'm going to watch.
It was a good movie. I'm not into gore. Like, like fist fighting and shooting without seeing blood, but people were getting, like, punched in the throat with brass knuckles, and one guy got his throat cut open on the screen, and I'm not into that. There's no point in that.
2 thumbs up for storyline and for action. 2 thumbs down for nudity.
1.5 thumbs up for being a good movie, and thumbs down for the gore.
So there you have it. It's our synopsis of Lawless on Cinema Sunday.